Hello, welcome to the climb to 1800, day 102. We are well into the climb to 1800 now, and we are going to just jump straight into a game. And let's just see what happens. Yesterday we won a very long battle, and today I'm going to keep the same idea of trying to stay not low on time. And we were up against a 1780, and we're playing the Sicilian. Looks like they're going to be playing the open Sicilian, and in fact they are. Let's see what version they play. Okay, I've never seen this. I studied the Sicilian pretty thoroughly. I mean, that's funny. No, I haven't. But I have never seen the move F3 there. Maybe it's, I mean, it's definitely a sideline. I assume I can probably still play my E5 idea, so I will. And I guess his only move is to go back there. Then I can play my move Bishop to E7. I don't want to castle just yet. But I don't feel, and in some lines you don't want to play bishop e6 because they have f4, f there. Oh wait, no, sorry. The reason that you don't want to play bishop e6 sometimes is actually because then they can jump into the middle and then they win a tempo on your bishop. So instead of that, I think I'm just going to play, not b5 yet. I'm going to play queen c7 because that's never a bad move. And if he wants to do that, okay, so he's going for long castling. Interesting. I think that it's safe to play bishop e6 now, because now this trade isn't that bad, because my bishop would be aiming at his king side. So let's not waste any time. Let's just play bishop e6. Let's not waste any time at all. I'm thinking he's probably going to castle queen side, but he could surprise me. And again, my main idea here is just to stay not low on time. Because I always... Okay, so he does do it. I have a few useful moves now. I'm hesitant to play bishop or knight to d7 for the sole reason that I feel like this d-pawn might become a bit of a liability pretty soon, and I also don't want to castle because I don't want to give him any ideas of pushing h4 g4. So I'm probably not going to castle for a long time, if ever, which I love about the Sicilian because I actually am not a huge fan of castling. So I think that b5 is justified now. Let's not waste any time. Let's just play it. Maybe it was a bad idea, actually, to give him knight a5. I know that a lot of the time you don't want to give him knight a5. What am I talking about? I would take his knight. Forget my rambling. Sometimes when I try to play quickly, and by the way, I'm still down on time compared to my opponent, I just say things that don't make any sense. And by the way, going all the way back to the beginning, f3 is like not a move I've ever seen before, as I said. So I'll study it after this game. Probably not on camera because I don't think that I'm allowed to put my chess courses in a YouTube video. Like, I would probably get in trouble for that. So I'm going to probably play it or review that on my own time. And by the way, if he's not careful, he might give me d5. If I can get in d5, then I've pretty much equalized, and then I'm winning. Why did I say that? That didn't make any sense. That literally didn't make sense. If I get d5, I'm equalizing, and then I'm winning. That doesn't make any sense. No, if I get in d5, I'm probably equal, which is a good sign in the Sicilian. By the way, I might be totally wrong about that. That's just a common thing I've heard in the Sicilian, is if you can play d5, then you're doing fine, you're winning. Not winning, you're equal. Why do I keep on saying that? Okay, he plays g4. In no world do I want to give him g5, so I'm probably going to have to play h6. And that's a useful move anyway, because it's going to blunt his bishop a little bit, so let's just do it. Now, I am a little bit afraid of h4. However, as I said, I'm not going to castle kingside ever, so it's not actually that scary. It's not that scary at all. Oh, I also can't push b5 right away. Okay, so he does play h4. I can't push h5 right away because if I push h5, he plays knight d6, and then if I take, my bishop is hit with tempo, and then I lose this pawn, so I actually can't do that. Okay, what am I going to do if he does push this? I could take, because this rook is undefended, so we'll have to recapture with this bishop, and then I can actually go here and trade them. Okay, I'm actually totally cool with that. I think that right now, there's no chance that I go, actually, if I go here, then he pushes, I take. Then I play knight to h5, and I head to f4. That looks really good for me. And if I failed in some calculation there, which I might have, I can always just play knight to g8 and then suck it up. So let's play it. Yeah, if he pushes right now, I'm just going to take. And then play knight to h5 and try to trade the dark squared bishops. I still have PTSD, by the way, from last game that I played the Knight Orphan, where my opponent literally sacked a bishop for a brilliant move, winning 3 pawns, and then just crushed me with those pawns. So I'm going to try to not let that happen. And, by the way, it felt like I played that move pretty fast, but that took me a minute to do. Okay, so the point of that move is to connect his rooks so that he can recapture with the pawn. That's a good move. However, it might not be as good as it appears, because if he pushes this, I don't actually have to take it. I can go here. I don't love that. Yeah, I'm actually not loving this anymore. Maybe I have to move my knight, but I really want to keep it there. Yeah, this is actually getting pretty dangerous, I'm not gonna lie. Can I play d5, by the way? Takes... Take... No, I definitely can't. No, and I can't do that either. Because now my bishop is actually just trapped. G4 doesn't... No, G4 does not work either. Oh, wait a minute. If he plays G5, I can play knight to G8, which looks really stupid, but he can't capture and win anything. So I'm actually probably doing fine. So with that in mind, let's play rook b8 with the idea of pushing b4. Because I mean, obviously I'm not going to castle. Yeah, he plays the move. Of course he does. Now there's no chance I'm going to take and then let his rook onto the crazy strong diagonal, or not diagonal. You know what I mean. I could play this. The only problem then is that I actually do end up losing a pawn. Is it worth it though? Actually, it might be worth it. Here, lose a pawn, take, bishop comes in. No, because then I can't even play bishop f4 because then I'll take it and win another pawn. So that actually doesn't work. I think I have to play knight g8, as stupid as it looks. Of course, the issue now is that if I push b4, he goes here, then I take with the bishop. Then he's actually in time to take with the queen. I guess that I would win tempo on it with a move like bishop b8 or knight b8, but I don't really want to do that. By the way, if he lets me... No, I can't capture here because then I'll take with the pawn, unfortunately. So he wants my soul. Is basically what that move tells me. That might have been premature, though, because I don't want to take, because then I'll just take with the bishop and stuff, but... Actually, can I take? Yeah, I am so uncomfortable right now, it's crazy. I don't know what's happening. Would it be insane to literally just take, allow takes? I think it would be too much, because then he's going to be able to swing his queen over, and it looks like he's going to be able to apply some serious pressure to me. b5 is also a move. The only problem now, actually, I mean, there's more than one problem, but he's just going to go... Actually, no, he's going to jump over here and try to get in here. So I actually can't play b5, as tempting as it might look. I think I have to take one of these pawns. And by the way, I might actually end up taking this knight, because he'll have to take it this way. I just can't let him really trap it. Okay, well, for now, taking here would be a mistake. Again, it lets him do that. And now I'm spending so much time. But on the other hand, it also frees up my knight to go there. So yeah, let's take. I think that's my only move that makes any sense whatsoever. And I am down on time, as usual. But and by the way, he has 3 attackers on this pawn. However, he won't after I put my knight up here. I don't want to spend any time that I don't have to, so I'm going to do it. Yeah, this is getting scary, for sure. I think I'm losing, but at the same time, I also have no idea what's going on. So maybe I'm not. I really don't know. It's one of those positions where I could be winning or losing. I mean, I'm definitely not winning, but I have no idea what's happening. Okay, let's get to calculating though. If he does take this, I'm actually pretty happy about that because that'll make it simpler for me. I can play rook d8 and then trade the rooks. If he's not going to take though, if he takes here, I'm happy. I recapture with my knight. If he does nothing, I think I actually do take there. And then he's obviously going to capture with the pawn. Then after takes, I can play rook d8 still, and I'm actually not that scared of my king side because I don't think he actually would have any super scary pressure there, especially with all my bishops on that side of the board. So he's going to have to find a way to break through. I mean, all the pieces are still on the board. Pawns are obviously off, but not pieces. I would love to win this game, but maybe I shouldn't have taken on the Sicilian. Like, I love the positions, but it's so confusing, and I'm getting crushed by good players every single time with crazy tactics. Obviously, there haven't been any crazy tactics in this game yet, but maybe that'll change. Okay, so I was waiting for that move for a while now. I think that I have to take. I can't give him this dark sword bishop and move the queen. Actually, can I? Because I'm thinking, if he does take here, then I can take with my knight and kind of reactivate it. Oh, I see the issue though is that then this pawn's pretty weak. No, I can't give him this super strong knight. And my light squared bishop is pretty much dead anyway. If I take, he's definitely going to recapture with the queen. Taking with the pawn would be a mistake, I think. And then after that, I could actually even propose a queen trade. That's a bit hard to refuse. Yeah, I'm going to take. I think I have to take. Yeah. Yeah, he takes with the queen, of course. Okay. Now what? Now I can try to simplify things by taking this. And then he's going to recapture with the pawn. And then I can actually just take his rook, and then his queen is a little bit weirdly placed. Let's do that. I feel like that's the simplest way to go about this by far. Let's do that. Because even if he has a little bit of pressure on the h-file, I think it's worth it to isolate another one of his pawns. However, this is the type of game that I don't think is going to be ended by some minor pawn imbalance. Okay, no choice. I have to take. Okay, that move does not work. Okay, I think I'm actually doing okay. Maybe, although, wait a minute. No, I'm not. He has too much pressure on me. I'm really worried about him playing this right now. I think that I'm going to have to propose the queen trade. Because I can't let his queen stay on this diagonal where it's eyeballing the f7 pawn. Especially when he has moves like bishop to h5. Yeah, I'm going to have to propose the queen trade. And if he takes this queen, I will be the happiest man. And if he doesn't, we're going to have some work to do. We're definitely going to have some work to do. Work that will probably start with king to d7, so that I'm no longer kind of getting destroyed on the back rank. Or I guess I'm not going to be destroyed on the back rank just yet, but I might be in the future. If he does take my queen, though, which again I don't think that he will, I'm actually so happy in that position because he has two isolated pawns. I have some pawn islands of my own, but I feel like his are going to be a little bit easier to pick off. My biggest issue in that scenario would be my g8 knight being super inactive. I might be able to activate it, though, via bishop to d8, knight e7. Obviously not yet, because my king is in too much peril right there, but... who knows? And by the way, the objective of this game for me was, as was yesterday, is to work on my time management skills. And I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I'm down 2 minutes, but usually on move 20, it's move 20, by the way, I would be down a lot more than 2 minutes. And I don't think I'm dead lost, or maybe even I'm not even worse. Who knows? This is one of those positions where, like I said earlier, I really have a hard time evaluating. So, it could go either way, and I wouldn't be surprised. By the way, another advantage of playing bishop d8 is stopping any knight a5 ideas. Which, by the way, if he had one more move, that's probably what he would have played. Stopping my queen from getting any trade in. Oh, but I also have to keep in mind that the only thing stopping this pawn from being taken is this bishop. So I don't want to lose that. Okay, he brings his queen back. I can't play... no, I can play queen here. And I think that I'm just going to instantly play it. Because I need to stop knight a5. Yeah, I need to stop knight a5. And I gain some time doing this at the same time. So now knight a5 is impossible. And this pawn is defended, so I can free my bishop a little bit. Although I do have to keep in mind that he is able to take, and then queen takes right now. If his queen wasn't being attacked. And by the way, he might actually accept the queen trade now, because I didn't notice it, but he does have knight to d4, and then he can get in pretty nicely after that. However, I do kick him out with rook c8, and then if he takes my bishop here, then I can take with the king, not with the knight, and then, because that would blunder my own knight. I mean, my own rook, but... it's getting very complicated. I'm drawing a lot of arrows. By the way, I've been thinking a bit recently about, how much harder is it to play while I'm commentating? I don't think it's that much harder, but it might be enough that it is like a real disadvantage. I'm not totally sure. I haven't thought it out enough yet. I mean, obviously it's a little bit of a disadvantage. I knew that going into it, but how much of a disadvantage, I'm not sure. That's what I meant. Yes, actually, I know I was talking a lot about bishop d8, but I mean, that was before I saw the tactic where I lose a pawn. Oh my gosh, I was about to suggest king d7 without realizing that that would have lost me the game instantly. But I mean, obviously that depends on where he moves his queen. One thing that's nice for me is he can't play queen to e3 or queen to f2 without allowing the trade on e3, because if he could, then he could swing his queen over to h3, and then I would be in for a world of pain. By the way, if he goes back, I'm probably gonna opt for going back myself and offering a draw. I don't think that he will though, because he's much higher rated than me, so he's probably gonna try to beat me as much as he can. It would be crazy to not try to beat somebody who is 143 points lower than you in the Sicilian defense. But for the first time in this game, I'm up on time, which is nice. Which is very nice. However, that might also mean that he's calculating a risky move. By the way, he does have rook to h8 right now, and I couldn't take the queen first. Because then, wait, yeah, because then after rook h8, queen takes, he takes with check. So I would have to find some resource to stop that, which would probably end up being king f8. So now that I look at it, rook h8 is actually a very big threat, which I probably shouldn't have allowed. Oh yeah, that's actually really bad for me if he finds that move. Which he probably will, because he's obviously a good player. Oh, actually, maybe it's not that scary, because after king f8, I do have knight to g8, and then I'm picking up the bishop for knight. So maybe it's not as bad as I originally thought it might be. Oh wait, no, that is as bad as it's actually worse, because after rook h8, king h8, he actually just takes twice. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, on third thought, after all that, I probably have this move, this check, and then he's actually in a little bit of trouble after rook d8 myself. Dang, this position is crazy. I love it. I love it and I hate it. So yeah, let's go through that line again. Rook h8, king f8, takes, check. Then, I mean, his only real move that wouldn't like instantly lose is bishop to d8, and then I play rook d8, and that looks promising to me. Because I'm probably actually picking up the g5 pawn in that line too, and then I'm actually winning some stuff. But obviously that's all hypothetical. And now my opponent is down 3 minutes. Is my opponent me? Because that's what I would be doing usually. Being down a ton of time. Oh, how I wish for an engine right now to just tell me what the evaluation is. Or maybe not, because if I'm losing, then that would make me feel bad. I don't think I'm losing, though. I think that it's definitely one of those positions that's that could flip on like a razor's edge. But I don't think I'm losing. By the way, it's also nice that he can't go back to d3, because then again he could try to swing over, but my knight is protecting that. Okay, so after all that thinking, he does make a move, and he intends to trade queens on his own terms. And, you know, I might just try to keep up the clock pressure, and I want to take his queen. I don't think there's any world in which I don't take his queen there. Oh, he takes back with the knight. That's a bit odd. I guess that his idea is to go here after he trades the knights, but... So maybe that makes sense? But still, after takes, he... Oh, his idea is to stop the g5 from being taken because his knight's going to fork the two. That's clever. Oh, I actually have knight g5 right now. Sorry, knight g6. Kicking his bishop away. And he does have this. Oh, yeah, he has that. Oh, but then I play rook g8. And then he isn't winning this pawn. Because then after takes, the pawn is defended enough. Okay, this is a bit crazy. Wait, let's calculate this a little bit more. Knight g6. Which, by the way, I'm not even sure that's the best move yet. It might not be. Knight g6. Then he attacks me here. I move up. Takes. King takes. And then my pawn is defended. Yeah, that looks reasonable. Let's do it. That looks reasonable. Okay. Yep, he just goes back. Makes sense. But that might have been slightly inaccurate for the sole reason that now I think he should have played knight c6 first. If it was me, that's what I would have done, but I'm not 1800, so maybe I shouldn't talk. Okay, I do want to keep up this time advantage, though, so I don't want to spend too much time thinking here. Ideally, I'd be able to play this move, but I don't think I can. Yeah, in fact, I definitely can't. Actually, can I? I love it how I flip-flop back and forth so much. It's funny. So here, he'll obviously just take. Then I go here and... No, he can defend it super easily and actually be winning then. I think that my best move is probably rook c8 to stop him from coming in with knight c6. So let's keep up the time pressure and let's play the move. Also, hitting his king a little bit, not really, but putting a little bit of pressure on him. That's a good move. That's a good move. He puts a lot more pressure on my pawn. I there's no way I want to play this. But it might actually be necessary. Yeah, I think that now I'm actually probably losing. Maybe not by too much, but definitely by a substantial amount. What am I talking about? Definitely not by too much, but by a substantial amount. Ignore what I say like 95% of the time. I mean, bishop f8 does defend everything, it seems. But it's so ugly. Because obviously he's hitting both of this. And I could play king here, but then I'm tying myself up and my knight's never getting out, so no way. Yeah, I think we have to play it. Let's do it. I think I'm slowly getting crushed, but it is what it is. Now I can actually play rook d8. I'm gonna have to kind of curl up into a little bit of a ball and just try not to die, I think, for a little bit now. I can't play knight e5 either because that gives him bishop to f4. Okay, I just splundered a pawn. Great. I can't believe I just splundered a pawn. Okay, well obviously I have to take. Fantastic. Now I am losing. Wow. I'm very disappointed in myself, but it is what it is, as they say. I just straight up blundered. I don't know where I made the mistake, but I made it somewhere. Okay, I think that I have to play knight rook a8. I don't think I have any other move. But this is getting terrible now. Yeah, he might play bishop here, but if he plays bishop to f3, I actually do have knight to e4, hitting that and advancing my knight, which I like. Now maybe I'm not totally screwed because his pawns are kind of cancel out by mine. Like these three are kind of held back at bay a little bit, even though if there's one more. The major issue is how powerful his bishops are compared to how weak my knights are. That's the biggest issue, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got outplayed, but that happens. And it isn't over yet. It is not over yet. I'm going to make him fight for every single little move of the eval bar. What? Oh my god, I blundered. Yet again. He takes here, and then he forks me. Jesus Christ. I'm getting outplayed so badly. I'm getting out. This is so sad now. Okay, well, I can't take. If I take, I just basically admit defeat. Well, if I don't take, the same thing happens. Oh my god, that's so sad. So sad. If I play here, he's just going to go rook there, but I have to try something. I can't just give him... By the way, now he's going to play bishop to a5, a6, and then I'm probably going to resign. Actually, maybe not, because bishop a6 I do have... Oh my god. Yeah, there's nothing for me to do. Okay, I'm gonna have to trade, I think. I mean, there's nothing... What do I do? Like, what do I do here? I lose no matter what I do. I could take, takes. There's literally nothing for me. Okay. Well, I have to take. Okay, well, I lose now, obviously, but it is what it is, as I keep on saying. Pushing this pawn doesn't do anything, because he can just go back, but... At least I don't give him the satisfaction of taking with check. Wait, no, but if I push here, he goes there, and then he's actually repositioned to a better square. Okay. I mean, I might as well resign, but never resign, so... Let's just bring my knight out. He's going to take with check. Obviously. I mean, I'm dead lost. I don't know when I became losing. I'm not sure I was losing the entire time. I might not have been. And now he just pushes his pawns and he wins. Unfortunate. Yeah, it all ended with... it seems to end again every single moment. Like, he's really giving me no hope. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Let's just play knight to here. He's gonna trade. He's gonna trade. Actually, he won't even trade. He's just gonna wait, knowing that I can't do anything with my king or move my knight. He's just gonna keep me trapped forever. I mean, I'll resign in a minute. There's no point in playing this. There's really no point. Dang it. I don't know why he's thinking. He doesn't have to think. He can play literally anything and still win this game. Yeah. Okay, we'll make him checkmate us. We'll make him checkmate. I mean, obviously, he's gonna win, but... Make them fight for everything, as they say. Never give anything away for free. And who knows, maybe he mouse slips. I mean, even if he blunders his queen right now, he still wins. But, I mean, actually, no, that's not true, but, I mean, he won't. Dang, this guy really doesn't like to give any hope. Okay, yeah, I'm resigning. There's no point in playing this. Oh my gosh. He wants to rematch? No chance. I only play one game a day for my channel. Okay, keeps on offering, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even play that badly. I didn't even make any blunders. I made mistakes. Rook g8. Wait, it wanted me to play this, but then after takes, I'm losing a pawn. I'm winning after this? Yeah, I don't understand the Sicilian at all. Apparently all this is book, but I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, queen c7 is already inaccurate. Should I just castle? Jesus. Okay, yeah, I really don't know this. But all this seems to be fine. Yeah, bishop, knight b7 was great. Nice. I don't know. Yeah, that was kind of a useless move. I should have... Oh, yeah, of course I should have played this so that I'm actually have a threat on the queen side. But instead I give him a winning advantage, and then I should have just traded. No, sorry, not traded. I should have gone to h5. I thought that now he just does this, and then after I take, he just wins a pawn. No? Why not? Because b4, then d5, takes, a5. Okay, so even though I'm down a pawn, I guess that I have an attack on the queen side. I should have not been too afraid to lose the pawn, because obviously being tangled on the king side is what lost me that game. Yeah, now I'm just losing. Yeah, then now simplifying, and I'm actually not even that much worse. Okay, I should have tried to trade on c6 instead of b7, but it is what it is. And now I'm too insistent on the trade. I should have tried to... Oh, of course, if I play knight g6 here, then not only do I attack his bishop, but I also stop any rook h8 ideas. So that makes sense. But obviously I'm still losing there. Then after this trade, I'm not that much worse, but I'm still worse. Yeah. And here I'm dead lost. I think I'm... Oh, I was going to say I'm only dead lost because of knight f5, but obviously that wasn't even the best move yet. Yeah, I guess I'm dead lost. I'm not dead lost, but worse because of a lot of things. Okay, I mean, here, in all honesty, I would just take, and then he takes there, knight c5. Okay. So I was losing more than I thought I was, basically. Yeah, then I blunder a pawn. I should have defended with the king. But I still lose a pawn there. So. Then he took. Oh, the difference now is he can't take there. Because now after takes, my king isn't hidden check. That's the difference. That's the type of thing that I need to start seeing. But anyway, he takes. I move over, and then... Okay, they give him a brilliant move. I don't think it's actually brilliant. I mean, it's a good move. I didn't see it, but... It's a pretty simple tactic. Then, I mean, just zero hope. He's just clinical. Although, to be fair, it's hard to not win this position. Then I resign. Okay. I've never seen the brilliant symbol on this section of the game review. So he had a 2000 estimated ELO at 1850. We're back into the 1630s, but I'm not even that mad because my opponent played a great game. Honestly, he played incredibly. So thank you for watching. I'm going to go review the Najdorf F3 line because it's really... I don't think it's that popular. Yeah, it's not even in like the... Look how far down it is. But anyway, I need to know it. I have no excuse. So thank you for watching. Catch you tomorrow. Hopefully I can start picking up some more wins. Bye-bye.